scintilla che appiccherà il fuoco, che brucerà il primo ordine. Coraggio! Questa storia non andrà come tu pensi. Adempi il tuo destino.
So, your character says one of the most important thing of the movie, which is, without giving spoilers, we're gonna win not fighting the ones we hate, but saving the ones we love. Do you think that is true? It's something that we have to think about, especially today.
Absolutely. I think that we live in a really specific time. I think that there always have probably been things happening in the world that are scary. But it's so true, right? I think we should be living our lives that way, not fighting people out of fear, not separating people into specific factions because we're afraid. But really what we should be doing is embracing the things that we love and protecting those things. I think that's absolutely the way that I want to live my life. And I think it's a good way for people to kind of view the world. So, yeah.
There's a scene where you and Finn, your character and Finn, literally run over weapons dealer with animals and children. This scene really impressed me because it's important to give hope and future to animals and children. Children, of course, but also animals.
I love animals. Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite parts of the movie. I think that personally, and this is going to sound so like hippie and new agey, but I really do believe like at the end of the day, human beings are also animals. We are. I mean, we might have these huge like weird heads, or we have these big brains, so we're able to build all these incredible things and make movies and even the concept of art. Like that's such a weird thing if you think about it. But at the end of the day, like we're animals, right? And so I really believe that all living things sort of have this time on Earth together. Sounds so weird and new agey, but it's true. And I loved that moment. I loved the fathiers. I love those creatures, and they're so real in the way that they made them. I don't know if no one knows this, but that scene that I have where it's seeing a fathier up close for the first time, I actually was getting really emotional looking at that creature that they had made, because like you said, like it just embodies this idea of animals and how much I love them and how much they're really incredible. So yeah.
In this movie, we learn the importance of having a good teacher. How important is having a good teacher in our lives?
The most important. I think everyone who's an adult can probably pinpoint at least one teacher that really affected them in the way that they lived their lives, right? I think teachers are some of the most incredible people in the world, because your job seems, it is so selfless. Your job is to instill knowledge into the future generations so that they possibly can make the world a better place one day. And what is more important than that? I don't know if there's anything more important than that. I think that sometimes our society is warped because we put so much emphasis on these other sorts of positions, but I think teachers are some of the most important people in society.
Kylo Ren in the movie says that it's time to let all the old things die. Maybe it's true, is right, but I think that we can still learn something from old things and old people. Do you agree or not?
I absolutely agree. I think if we didn't pay attention to the past, then we would just repeat our old mistakes. I think I am a huge proponent of history. I think history is really important. I think that learning about what people have done in the past and what didn't work and things that were successful in the past, we can learn from these things. So personally, I think it's important. Yeah.
One beautiful thing of the movie is that hope is literally passed hand by hand physically, but is also a metaphor. Do you think that it's really important to pass hope to the others, to other generation?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Because without hope, you would lose your will to fight for anything that seemed impossible, right? I think Laura Dern talks about that, or Holdo, I'm sorry. That character she quotes Leia, and she says that hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when it's there, then it's such an incredible thing. I think hope, it just inspires you to keep fighting in those moments where you're afraid. And that is one of the most powerful things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was great to meet you, and great dress.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.